I'm Sarah Crow, and this is how to graph quadratic inequalities. Okay, so our first example is y is less than or equal to x squared minus 6x plus 11. So I've got a little graph down here. So the first step is going to be to see that the a value is positive 1. So we know that the graph has no vertical stretch and is going to point upwards. So that's kind of nice. And then also you see the little line right there, so it's going to be a solid line. I like to write my note to myself because I often forget to do a dotted line. So next you're going to want to find your vertex. So for x, you're going to want to use the formula x equals negative b over 2a. So you have a, b, and c up here. So x equals, so negative, so that's just the opposite. So that's going to be positive 6 divided by, that's 1, so 2 times 1 is 2. So 3, and 3 equals x. So if we write out our little vertex over here, we have 3, and then whatever our y value is going to be. And then for the y value, you want to just plug that x value back in to your original equation. So you can just use a little equal sign instead of an inequality up there. So then you want to do 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 11, and that is going to come out to 9 minus 18 plus 11, which is going to end up being 2. So you know that 2 equals y. So then you have your vertex of 3, 2. So you go to your little graph, and you go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and you put your little point there, right there, and then you go over 1 and up 1, you put another point, and you go over 1 and up 1, you put another point, and then I don't think we can fit any more points on here, because if you go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, yeah, we can't fit any more points in here, unfortunately, because my graph isn't big enough. But if you go and draw your little parabola, and then you're going to want to shade below because the y is less than our parabola. So we're just going to shade below a little line. And that's it. And then this is your vertex, and this is your graph. Okay, so for our second example, we have y is greater than negative x squared plus 4x minus 6. So again, our first step is to say that our a value is negative 1, so we're actually going to have a slope that reflects over the x-axis. And then also, we know, because this doesn't have a line under it, that our line needs to be dotted. So I'm going to write a little note there. Okay, so now you want to start finding out your figuring out your vertex. So you have x equals negative b over 2a, like before. Here's a, b, and c. And then x equals negative 4, because that's a positive 4, so you're going to make it negative. And then 2 times negative 1. And then this is negative 4 divided by negative 2, which equals positive 2, because the two negatives cancel out. So this is going to equal x. And again, you're going to write your little vertex. So you have 2, and then whatever your y value is going to be as well. Okay, so then you want to plug in, again ignoring the little sign, plug in your thing, your x value. So you want to put it in the little parentheses, and then you have the negative outside of that, plus the 4 times the 2, minus the 6. So you always want to do it in order of PEMDAS. So you want to do your exponents first. So you have negative 4 plus, and then you have 4 times 2, which is 8, minus 6. So then you have -4 plus 8 minus 6, which comes out to -2. And then you have 2, -2 as your vertex. Okay, so then you want to plot that on your little graph down here. So you have 1, 2 for x, and then 1, 2, and your little dot. So your a value is still 1, even though it's -1. So it's going to go down like this way. So you want to go over 1, over 1, and then down 1, and then over 1, and then down 1. And then, again, I don't think we can plot any more points on this teeny tiny graph. So I'm just going to draw my little parabola. And then you're going to shade above because y is greater than the parabola down here. So, woo, shading. And then there's your answer for that one. Okay, so for this last example, we're going to be writing an inequality from a graph. We're going to be writing it in vertex form, which is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. So, first of all, you want to find your vertex. So you're going to want to count over. So we're over 1, 2, 3, 4. So your x value is going to be 4. And then you're up 1, 2, 3. So your y value is going to be 3. So with these two, you know that you're going to go right 4 and up 3. So then you want to find out if you have any sort of vertical stretch or anything. So we only have 3 points. You can kind of see them a little bit. So you're going, it looks like you're going over 1 and then down 2. So that's going to be a vertical stretch of 2, because if you draw your little over-up table, and then you multiply this by 2, that means you're going over 1 and, well, that's down, but or down 2. So, you know you're going to have a vertical of -2 because you're going down 2. Okay, so now you can start to write your equation. So what I like to do is write y and then leave a blank for your sign, whatever sign it ends up being. And then you know that your a value, your vertical stretch, is going to be -2, so you can go ahead and write that in. And then you have x. And then you have this 4 that you're going to write 4, but remember that h is a liar. So even though you think it'd be +4, it's actually -4. So you're going to do x minus 4 squared. And then k is not a liar, so it's going up 3. So you're doing +3. And then also, because you're shading above, you're going to have your y value be greater than your line because you're shading above your parabola. And it's also going to be greater than or equal to, because you have a solid line here. And this is your final answer.